ఎందుకు నా ల్యాప్టాప్ యూస్ చేస్తున్నా ప్రస్తుతం ఇవ్వలేను నేను.
Hello everyone. So
క్లాసెస్
welcome to
రికార్డ్
this
చేస్తున్నా
session
చూడలేదా?
by me Krishna Bajoria in
recording
association
my
with
classes.
Catking. Guys, today we will learn fast calculations and Vedic mathematics. So these two topics we will learn today. So the first video is on fast calculations. Let's get started. A person spends 1/3 part of his income on food, 1/4 part on house rent, and remaining 630 on other items. Okay, the house rent is. See, whenever you get this type of question, whether you get this type of data in DILR, whether you get this type of data in QA questions, always you will follow the K method. Now what is this K method, guys? K method is nothing but making calculation easy, right? I don't see, my objective is what? I don't want to involve any fraction here. Suppose if I will take X, then what will happen? If I take total income as X, then what will happen? X by 3 on food, X by 4 on house rent, right? I am including fractions, guys. I have to do X minus X by 3, X by plus X by 4, right? To get the why to involve fraction. This is a very easy question in which we are involving fractions, correct? So my objective is to remove fractions. So the first method is K method is LCM K. That is, I use K with LCM. What is LCM of 4 and 3? 12. That is 12K. Other method is directly taking it as 100K. We'll see it in one other question. So if I follow this method, that is the LCM method, spends 1/3 of part of his food on income on food. So on food he spent how much? 1/3. So 1/3 of 12K, which is 4K. He spent 1/4 part on house rent. So house rent he's spending how much? 1/4 of 12K, which is 3K. Correct? What is remaining? 12K was total. He already spent 7K. Remaining is 5K. Correct? What's the value of 5K? The value is given as 630. So from this, I got the value of K as 126. I have been asked house rent. House rent is nothing but 3K. That is 3 into 126. Again, to make this calculation easy, why to calculate 3 into 126? You can easily calculate 100 into 3. I can break this, right? 126 as 100 plus 20 plus 6, correct? So 100 into 3, which is 300. 20 into 3, which is 60. 6 into 3, which is 18. Answer is simply 378. That's your answer. See how simply, without even lifting pen and paper, you can solve this question. This is the use of this K method. Okay, I hope you got this, because this is the easiest method that you can use in complex of the questions. Now let's have a look at another question. Again, this is everything is part of fast calculations. Find each quarter value when total sales is rupees 2220. This is the total sales. Okay. So my total sales is given as 2220. Correct? And you have to calculate each quarter values, right? Fine. So what is this 39%, guys? If I have to calculate this 39% for quarter 1, there are two methods. One way, 39 by 100 into 2220. But this involves calculation. We won't be using this way. Whenever, whether in DI sets, see, it is very helpful in DI sets, guys. Like, I cannot tell you how helpful this is, because in DI, mostly you will find percentages. And whenever you will find percentage, this method will be applicable. Always divide the percentage as, this is 100%, correct? So divide the percentage as 10%, 5%, and 1%. Clear? What's 10%? 10% of this is 222. 5% is half of 10%, 111, right? 1% is just 10% of this, that is 22.2, correct? So I got 10%, I got 5%, and I got 1%. Now I have to calculate 39%. What is 39%, guys? First quarter. 40% minus 1%, correct? This is 39%. What is 10%? 222. So what will be 40%? 4 times of this, right? 888. Minus 1%, 22.2. This is 865.8. See how simply I calculated this. Did you see? So this is how you will use percentages. There are two methods of solving percentages. One is to convert it into fractions, right? Like you know what is 20%, guys? You know it's 1/5. So one method is converting into fraction, but you cannot convert 39% into fractions, correct? So that is why this method is really handy. Always try to break it into smaller percentages. And even if decimal is there, let's say this would have been what? Say any value. Chalo, let's say 39.6%, right? So you got 39%. How you will get this 0.6%? Guys, if 5% is 111, what is 0.5%? 11.1, correct? And what is 0.1%? 2.22. Just add this, you will get the 39.6%. So, just by using this simple method, we can get any percentage. That's what I am telling you. Second quarter, 41%. This is what? 40% plus 1%. Correct? So, 888 plus 22.2. I hope now this is clear too. It's very simple now. Third quarter, 12%. 10% plus 2%. 8% is 10% minus 2%. Correct? So what is 10%, guys? 10% is 222. So 222 minus 222.2. Right? And this will be minus and this will be plus. 222 minus 2 into 22.2. As simple as that, guys. See how simply we can calculate each and every value. So please try using these methods. Next question. Again, I'll give you a minute. Just try this out and then I'll discuss. Okay. So, like I told you about the K method, right? Whenever you want to make your calculation easy, whenever, this method will help you a lot. So, let me take the total income as 100k. If total income is 100k, how much did he give to his elder son? Elder son he gave 20k, right? What's remaining? Remaining is 80k. How much he gave to his younger son? To the younger son he gave 30% of this, right? So he gave 24k. 30%. 10% is 8. 30% is 24k, correct? Again, what is the remaining? 56k. Now, 10% of his balance he donated to a trust. To trust, how much he gave? 10% of this balance, which is 5.6k. Now, what is the remaining, guys? Remaining is 50.4k. The value of 50.4k is equal to 10,080. Just divide it, you get the value of k as 200. If k is 200, income was 100k, answer is 20,000. These all things you can do orally. If you have the concept clear, these all things are oral calculation for you. 100k, okay, 20k goes here, 18 remaining, fine. 30% of remaining, that is 24k goes here, fine. Remaining is 56, 10%, that is 5.6 goes here. So hence the remaining is 50.4. You can directly arrive at this last step. I hope this is clear. Please start using these methods in calculation, because you will see how these easy calculations will help you by solving any DI set or any QA set. And believe me, they will help you a lot. Just try inculcating them. So I hope this video was useful. Thank you guys. This is 12996. That is your answer. As simple as that, guys. I hope this session was useful because this... Hello everyone. Welcome to this session. This session is on Vedic mathematics. This is me, Krishna Vajoria, in association with Catking. Let's get started. So, first of all, we'll see what we will see is calculation of squares. How can you calculate squares easily, right? So, first thing that I have to calculate is 35 square. 35 square. So, whenever there is an ending in 5, what you will do is, what is the square of 5? 25. You will write 25 here, square of 5. You will write 3 into the very next number, which is 4. 3 into 4 is 12. Answer is 1225. As simple as that. Simply, if you want to calculate any square that is ending in 5, you have to follow this method, right? Let's take another example. 75 square. 5 square is 25. 7 into the next number 8. 8 sevens are 56. Answer is 5625. What about 105 square? 5 square is 25. 10 into 11 is 110. Answer is 11025. Right? So I hope this is clear to you. Fairly easy stuff. 5 square, 3 into 4 is 12. Okay. But what if the number is not ending in 5? Right now, what we saw were the numbers that ended in 5, right? But what if the number is not ending in 5? As in 42 here. 42 here is not ending in 5. Then what will we do? For any number in the range 25 to 75. Okay? Any number, if it is in the range 25 to 75, then you will follow this method which I am going to tell you. You can also use this method for numbers who are not in this range. But it is not advisable to use this method for numbers who are not in this range. Why? Because you cannot learn. It will be a bit hectic. I'll let you know how. I'll tell you. First, let's follow this method, right? You have to calculate 42 square. How you will do it? Just take the difference from 25. Learn two things. Whenever you have to calculate any square that is between 25 and 75, you have to take difference from 25 and 50. You have to take difference from these two numbers. Okay. So, for example, I have to calculate 42 square. I'll take difference from 25. So, what is 42 minus 25? This is nothing but 17. Right? 42 minus 25 is 17. What is 50 minus 42? This is 8. 50 minus 42 is 8. I'll write 17 as it is. It will form the first two digits. I'll square this number and write it as it is. That is 64. Answer is 1764. So I hope you guys got it. Right? It is fairly simple. You just have to take difference from 25 and difference from 50. That's it. Let's solve few examples. For example, let's take 54 square. What is 54 square? What is the difference? Is the number in the range? Yeah. What is the difference from 25? Difference from 25 is 54 minus 25. It is nothing but 28. Correct? 29. Sorry. 29. What is the difference from 50? 4. 54 minus 50 is 4. What is the square of 4? 16. Answer is 2916. This is as simple as that, guys. You just have to take difference from 25 and you have to take difference from 50. That's it. Okay. Let's take one more example. 62 square. I would require you to pause the video here. Just please pause the video and yeah, keep your notebooks handy, because you should know these things, because these are a part of easy calculations. Correct? Once you know these things, it will make your calculation really easy, whether you are solving a DI set or you are solving a quant question. And you need your calculation to be fast, especially in the new format that we are having for CAD this year now. Especially now, you want to make sure that your calculation stuff is sorted, right? So because you want to ensure that it is sorted, hence this will require special attention. Please make a note of this in your copy separately or wherever you want to, but do make a note of it. Okay, 62 square. What is the difference from 25? What is 62 minus 25? This is 37. What is the difference from 50? 62 minus 50 is 12. What is 12 plus square? 144, right? So answer should be 37144, right? No. Why? What is 60 square, guys? 60 square is 3600. So answer should be around 3600, right? Not 37,000. So what you will do in this case, you will write 37 as it is and you will give one carryover. So always check whether answer is in range or not. If not, you will have to give a carryover. So this becomes 3844. This is your answer. And see, apart from squares, I will also cover cubes in the next video. So please go through that as well. I will cover fractions, cubes and some other stuff for fast calculation. Whatever stuff that I am talking here in Vedic mathematics, please make sure you stick to that, because yeah, only that much is needed. Nothing else is needed. If you are going to mug up n number of formulas, it won't help you. You just have to stick to the stuff that I am telling you as of now in Vedic and you will be sorted, trust me. Okay, let's move to next question, which is 107 square. How to calculate this? Now this is greater than 75, right? So for range 75 to 125, you will follow this method which I am telling you. Also, one more thing, you can even use this 25 bar method here. It will be a bit hectic. Like what is 107 minus 25? 82. What is minus 50? 57. So this should be 57 square, correct? So 82. What is 57 square? 3249, right? So I have to give 32 as carry to 82, right? So 82 plus 32 is 114 and this 49 as it is. But this is a hectic method, correct? I have an easy method for you for this range, for greater than 75. What you will do is, you will simply take the difference from 100. So what is the difference from 100? 7, right? 107 minus 100 is 7. Just take the difference from 100. Now add this to add the first two digits, add this difference to the number itself. What is the number? 107. Add 7 to 107, you will get 114. These will be the first three digits, correct? For getting the last two digits, just take 7 square. What is 7 square? 49. Answer is 11449. As simple as that, guys. See how easily we were able to calculate squares of any number, any number within this range, right? How easily we have calculated this. Even if this, if it goes beyond this range, you can still apply this formula. No issues. Okay. Now let's solve a few other examples. Before going to 114 square, first solve 109 square. What will be 109 square? Same method. Difference from 100, 9. Adding 9 to it, 109 plus 9, 118. 9 square is 81. That's your answer. What about 114 square, guys? What is the difference? 14. Adding 14 to 114, this becomes 128. Correct? And what is 14 square? 14 square is 196. So answer should be this, 128, 196. No, again the same concept. You have to check the range. Correct? What is 100 square? 10000. This is 100 square. This should be around this value. Correct? So I have to give 1, carry over. This is 12996. That is your answer. As simple as that, guys. I hope this session was useful because this will help you out in DI and QA. So please make sure that you are thorough with this concept. Thank you. Point 2, so this becomes 1.2. Hello everyone. So welcome to this session. This is the third session overall on fast calculation and Vedic, and second session on Vedic by me, Krishna Bajoria, in association with Catking. So if you have not watched the previous videos, please go and watch them. Let's get started. So today's class is on approximation, right? It's an interesting class, an approximation. See, in CAT, whenever you are given a hefty calculation, CAT never expects you to calculate much, right? CAT is not expecting you to just mug up formulas or do hefty calculations. They don't expect that. But what they do expect is that you are doing smart calculations and hence approximations. Like I have to calculate 1.3 to the power 4. In the previous video of squares, I have told you how to calculate squares. So I can write it as 1.3 square into 1.3 square. What is 1.3 13 square? 169. This becomes 1.69 into 1.69. I can approximate this to 1.7. I can approximate this to 1.7. This becomes 1.7 square. What is 17 square? 289. Hence your answer for this part, not into 40, but this part is 2.89. Or again I can approximate it to 2.9. Now what I have done, I have taken higher approximations, correct? That I have approximated 1.69 to 1.7. I have approximated 2.89 to 2.9. Hence, I will get the answer which is a little higher than the actual answer. Okay. So 2.9 into 40. What's the answer, guys? Simply 29 into 4. Correct. Answer is simply 29 into 4. So what is 30 into 4? 120. 120 minus 4. Answer is 126. As simple as that. Correct. 120 minus 4. Answer is 160. As simple as that. That is your answer. Answer should be slightly less than the original answer. This is how you use approximations in CAT. Please make sure you learn all these things because these things are really simple and you should apply this in real mocks and in real CAT as well because then only it will be helpful. These things will help you in DI, in quant, everywhere this will help you. Just make a habit of it. Next question. 60 into 1.05 to the power 4. Pause the video and try it out, guys, now. I hope you will do it now. Again, simply break this. Please pause the video. Okay, so this will be 1.05 square into 1.05 square, correct? So what is ending? This is ending in 5. 5 square is 25. 10 into 11 is 110. This is 1.1025 into 1.1025, correct? This is nothing but I can approximate it to 1.1. This is 1.1 square. What is 11 square? 121. Answer is 1.21. Or as an approximation, I can say 1.2. Multiply this by 60. Answer is 72. So again, I've used approximations to get this answer and see how easily by approximation, minimal calculation, I've got this answer. And this is what CAT expect, guys. If the options are something, say the options are something like this: 72.9, 52.9, 82.9, 100.9. What's your answer? 72.9. You got it, right? So this is how you use approximations. If the options are too close, like 72.9, 72.8, 72.5, then you cannot use approximation, obviously. But cat won't do this because they don't want to make you a calculator. They want you to be a smart player. Okay, let's go to the next question. And guys, please start noting these formulas. It will help you or not. Okay, bacteria grows at a rate of 10% for 8 years. Find the factor of multiplication. Fine. So it grows at a rate of 10% for 8 years, correct? Say it was 100. It grows at a rate of 10%. It became 110. Again, it grows at a rate of 10%, right? And it became 121 and so on. So it is every time it is getting multiplied by a factor of 1.1, guys. Obviously 100 into 1.1 this into 1.1 this, right? So what's the factor of multiplication? 1.1 to the power 8. That is what they are asking you to calculate. There are two methods to calculate the table of 11. One method is Pascal triangle. What is it? Write 1 here, right? Write 1 on either of the ends. Extremes, there always will be 1, correct? In the middle, 1 plus 1, 2. Keep adding. 1 plus 1, 2. Then again 1. 1. 2 plus 1, 3. 2 plus 1, 3. Keep adding. And in the end again 1. In the end 1. 3 plus 1, 4. 3 plus 3, 6. 3 plus 1, 4. And in the end there will be 1. Again 4 plus 1, 5. 6 plus 4, 10, right? 6 plus 4, 10, right? 4 plus 1, 5. But 10 is not a digit. That means carry over. So how you will do it? 1. This will be given as a carryover, guys. Correct? So this becomes 6. Correct? So 1 given to this as a carryover and then given to this. So 1, 6. So 1 was also given to this. So 1. And this is now 0. Because I gave this one to this, I gave this one to this, and this remains 0. Correct? 5 and 1. Again what? 1. 6 plus 1, 7. 7 and so on. I hope you got the idea, right? 11 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. You got the idea. So this is how you can solve this question. One method, but if there are huge powers, then you cannot use this method, right? If there are huge powers of 11. So how can you calculate 1.1 to the power 8? Again use squares. Break it. Use approximation. This is 1.1 square into 1.1 square into 1.1 square into 1.1 square, correct? What is 11 square? 121. So this is 1.21, or I can also write it as 1.2, correct? This is also 1.2, so this becomes 1.2 square into this also becomes 1.2 square. What is 1.2 square? 1.44, right? Into 1.44. That is 1.44 square. I can approximate it to 1.45 square. Why am I approximating, guys? Because ending in 5 is easy to calculate. What is 5 square? 25. What is 14 into 15? 210. So your answer is 2.1025, or my approximation answer is 2.1. So what is the factor of multiplication? Factor of multiplication is 2.1. I hope this is clear to you, right? Let's move to the next question. Yeah, in the next video, that is. This video I'll end it here on approximation. Now we'll head to the next video. And next video is on mixed fraction. Please do watch it. Thank you.
డిస్టర్బెన్స్ చేయగల
Hello everyone. Welcome to this session. This is the third session on Vedic and overall fourth session, including fast calculation. This is me, Krishna Bajoria, in association with Catking. Let's get started. So today we will see how to solve mixed fraction really quickly. This is what, guys? 5 minus 3 by 4, correct? So if you will solve it in a conventional way, what you will do? 5 minus Fourth is a 12, 12 minus 3, 12 plus 3, 15 by 4. 4 is the LCM. This is 60 minus 15 divided by 4, which is nothing but 45 by 4. Right? You'll solve it in this fashion, am I right? Right. But why to do this much calculation? And these are easy numbers, guys. Let me remind you, these are easy numbers. I can write 5 as 4 whole 4 by 4. Can't I? Because, guys, tell me one thing. What is this 3 whole 3 by 4? This is nothing but 3 plus 3 by 4. This is 3 plus 3 by 4. Correct. 3 whole 3 by 4 is what? 3 plus 3 by 4. Nothing else. Very simple concept. Right? So I can write 5 as 4 whole 4 by 4. Why? This will be 4 plus 4 by 4, which is 1. That is 5. Right? Minus 3 whole 3 by 4. What is 4 minus 3? 1. What is 4? What is 4 minus 3? 1. So answer is 1 whole 1 by 4. Okay, I wrote this 60 here. This will be 20. I'm sorry for it. This will be 5 by 4. I'm sorry for it. So yeah, this is also 5 by 4. Correct? Very simple calculation. So this way you can solve mixed fraction really quickly, guys. And again, I'll urge you to follow this method because see how easy it is. You can solve it orally. So let's solve it orally in the next question, okay? Next question. Let's try to solve this orally. Don't leave pen and paper. This is what? 3 whole 3 by 3, correct? 3 whole 3 by 3. I'm writing for your reference. Minus 1 2 by 3. What is 3 minus 1, guys? 2. What is 3 minus 2? 1. Answer is 2 1 by 3. That's your answer. Correct? Which is equal to 7 by 3. See how orally we have solved mixed fraction. Please follow this method. One more question, let's do it. 99 minus 92 3 by 7. Again, let's do it orally. I can write 99 as 98 7 by 7 minus 92 3 by 7. Why am I writing 7 by 7? Because I want to make this equal, right? Why I wrote here 3 by 3? This equal. Why I wrote 4 by 4? Making this equal. That was the concept. Okay. 98 minus 92, 6. This is 6 whole 4 by 7. Simple answer. Now, what would have happened? Suppose I would have tweaked this question a bit. Right? I would have told you that the question is 5 whole 2 by 7 minus 3 whole 3 by 4. What is this? What's the concept, guys? My concept is I want to make this same, right? I'll take LCM. What's the LCM of 7 and 4? 28. Multiply this by 4 to make it 28, up and down. Multiply this by 7 to make it 28, up and down. This became 5 whole 8 by 28, 3 whole 21 by 28. Correct? Now it becomes the same question. Did you see how we converted this, guys? Right? Now what is 5 minus 3? 2. Acha, what is 8 minus 21? This is minus 13, correct? This is minus 13. So 2 whole minus 13 by 28. But can this be minus 13? No. What is this actually? 2 minus 13 by 28. Am I right? This is nothing but 2 minus 13 by 28. Right? Correct? Or you can also write it like this. That 1 whole, because I will subtract it from 1. 1 minus 13 by 28 I will do. Correct? Suppose this would have been 6 minus 13 by 28. Then what we would have done? 5 whole. Because I would have taken 1 from here. I would have written 6 as 5 plus 1. Minus 13 by 28. Correct? So I am writing 1 as 1 plus 1 minus 13 by 28. So this becomes 1 whole 15 by 28. That is your answer. So even if you have to solve this type of questions, then also you can solve it orally. LCM you can take orally. Right? Till this step you can reach orally and then you have just subtracted from 1. So now any mixed fraction you will solve orally. Try to follow this method. This will help you a lot in DI as well as quant. See you in the next video. Thank you guys. Hello everyone. So welcome to this session. This is the 5th session and 4th session on Vedic. This is me, Krishna Bajoria, in association with Catking. Today we will learn cubes. So for cubes I have made 2 videos. One is for 2-digit numbers, other is for 3-digit numbers. Let's get started. For cubes 2 digits, let's suppose I have to calculate 12 cube. See, if there is a number, I'll divide cubes into 2 portions. Numbers starting with 1, right? Ending with 1, Okay. Just learn these two. That if a number is starting with 1 and if a number is ending with 1. And if a number is not in either of the categories, we'll see what to do. But if it is starting with 1 and ending with 1, just have one. If it is starting with 1, what you will do? Case 1, this number starting with 1. Write this number down. What is this number? 12. 1 to write 12. I've written it down. Just square this. What is 2 square? 4. Just square it up. Correct? And just cube it up. 2 cube 8. Simple. 2 square 4. 2 cube 8. Write it down. Okay. Now, just eliminate these two. Have to add it. Okay. Eliminate these two positions. Double this. 2 ka double is 4. 4 ka double is 8. And add these two numbers. You will get your answer. What is it? 8. 8 plus 4, 12. 1 carry over, 7, 1. And you have to make 4 blanks. Always, you have to make 4 blanks in which only a single digit can come. Single digit, single digit, single digit. Only 2 digits is allowed in this blank, if required. Single digit will come in rest of this. Very easy. Let me repeat it again quickly. Write this number 12. Square it up 4. Cube it up 8. Right? Double middle numbers. Crossing the extreme ends. Add it. That's your answer. As simple as that, guys. With practice, you can do this orally. Let's have a look at 13 cube. Write 13 down, right? 3 square is 9. 3 cube is 27. Double 3, 3 to the 6. Double 9, 9 to the 18. Let's just add it. I can only get one number, correct? So I'll take 7 down. 2 will get carry forward, right? So 9 plus 2, 11. 11 plus 18 is 29, correct? So again 9 will come here and 2 will get carry forward. 6 plus 3, 9 plus 2, 11. So again 1 will come here and 1 will get carry forward. 1 plus 1, 2. That is your answer. You can only have single digits in each of the squares. Only this square can have double digits. See how simple is it? It is. Now let's see if a number is ending in 1, then what? See this number, this is ending in 1, correct? You just have to do the reverse of what we have done in starting with 1. What we did there, we took it from the left side, right? Here you will take it on the right side. From the right side, first of all write this number down. This number is 21. But we will take it from the right side, not left side. If this would have been the first scenario, what we would have done? 12, 2 square 4, 2 cube 8, right? Left side, moving left side. Here we will move right side. 2 square 4, 2 cube 8. Everything is same. I am just moving in the reverse direction. 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 2, 8. Now just add it. 1, 4 plus 2, 6. 8 plus 4, 12. 1 carry over 2. That is your answer, guys. See how simple it is. 31 cube. Write 31 down. 3 square 9. 3 cube 27. 3 2 6. 9 2 is 18. Add it. 1. 3 plus 6 9. 18 plus 8 is 27. Only 7 can come here. 2 will get carried over. 27 plus 2 is 29. That is your answer, guys. So in these only a single digit will come, and in these 2 digit can come. Okay. Now this is a specific case where it is either starting with 1 or ending with 1. What if neither? It is neither starting with 1 nor ending with 1. Then what? Listen to me carefully now. This is the concept that we are talking about. Any 2-digit number. Any 2-digit number. Cube of any 2-digit number. Okay. So again make 4 blanks here as we did earlier. Watch out what we did there. Suppose this was the case of starting with 1. Just suppose it is 14 cube. Then what we would have done? Written 14 down, right? And would have just taken the square and cube, like I just explained you, right? 4 square, 4 cube, and again double and double. Here what you will do is, this is 24 cube, right? This is not starting with 1, correct? So what you will do is, you will take 2 cube first. This will be 2 cube, which will be 8. The first digit will be 2 cube, which will be 8, okay? The last will be 4 cube, okay, which is 64. Just listen to me carefully. It's very easy, guys. For the middle, first one will be 2 cube, last one will be 4 cube, okay? Now, the second one will be 2 square into 4. This will be 2 square into 4. That is first digit is square into the next digit, which is 16. This will be second digit is square into the first digit, that is 4 square into 2, which is 32. Now it is simple. 16 ka double 32, 32 double is 64. Now just add it. This is 64. Can 64 come here? No. How much can come? Only 4 can come here. Right? Hence I'll again give 6 as the carryover. Okay. What is 64 plus 32? 96. 96 plus 6 is 102. Only 2 will come here. I'll give 10 as the carryover. 32 plus 10, 42. 42 plus 16 is 58. Only 8 will come here. I will give 5 as the carryover. 8 plus 5 is 30. That is your simple answer. Simple answer. Let me quickly take one more example. Any number can be taken. Let's say 23 cube. I want to calculate. Let's say this is your assignment, by the way, but I am quickly discussing it. What you will do? First, 2 cube. 2 cube is 8. 3 cube. 3 cube is 27. I have got the first and the last digit, right? Now this one will be 2 square into 3. 2 square is 4. 4 is 12. This will be 3 square into 2. 3 is 9. 9 is 18. 24 and its double is 36. Now just add it like I have added here to get your answer. See how simple it is, guys. I hope you learned this. In the next video we'll see cubing of 3-digit numbers. Again a very interesting one. Thank you. Hello everyone, so welcome to this session, 6th session overall and 5th session on Vedic. Today we will see how to do cubes of a 3-digit number. This is me, Krishna Bajoria, in association with Catking. Let's get started. The first thing is 102 cube. So how you will do it? Simply make 4 boxes. Okay. Very first step, make 4 boxes. In the very first box, and divide this number into 2 parts. This is 1 and 02. 1 is separate, 02 is separate. This I have to calculate. Very first box will comprise this first digit ka cube. So this is 1 cube, which is 1. Okay. Last box will have, and in every box I will take 2 digits per box. Remember it. And when I was dealing with 2-digit number, what I told you, there will be 1 digit per box, right? But here we will be having 2 digits per box. In the last, it will be 02 cube, which is 08. 02 cube, remember, not 8, but 08. Why? You have to take 2 digits always. In this box, what it will come? 1 into 02 into 3. Just multiply all this. 1 into 02 into 3. 1 into 02 into 3, which is 06. Not 6, 06. In this, whatever have you got here, 06, multiply this with a second digit, which is 02. So 06 into 02, which is 12. This is your answer. 1061208. Simple answer. With practice, you will solve it in 5 seconds, guys. Let's move to the understand it, and let's move to the next question, and you have to apply it there. Okay. What is 104 cube? Again, make 4 boxes. Each box will have 2 digits. First is 1 cube, right? So 1 cube is 1 because first digit is 1. 104 cube. 1 cube, 1. 04 cube is what? 64. I'll write here 64. Next, in this, 1 into 04 into 3. 1 into 04 into 3. What is this? 12. In this box, 12 into this second digit number. So 12 into 04, which is 48. Simple answer is. Just remember this trick and you will take out any cube with smoothly. Let's calculate 115 cube. Again, make 4 boxes. This is 1 cube, which is 1. What is 15 cube, guys? 15 cube is 3375. Learn cubes up till 20. 15 cube is 3375. And I can take only 2 digits per box, so it will be 75. 33 will get carried over to this box. Okay, what will come here? 1 into 15 into 3, which is 45, correct? This is what? 1 and 15 cube, right, guys? So 1 into 15 into 3, which is 45. Here, 45 into the second number. Second number is 15, right? So 45 into 15, which is 675. Again, can I write 675? No. I'll just write 75 and 6 will be carry over, right? Okay, let's just simplify this. Okay, 75 plus 33. What it will be, guys? See, what I am doing is, I am just adding the carryover portions, correct? This will be 108 and it can only have 2 digits per box. So 0 it will be given, and 1 will again be given as a carry over. So 6 was already given as a carry over, 1 again I gave as a carry over, right? So what is 45 plus 7 now? This is 52. Answer is 1520875. As simple as this, guys. First digit cube, last digit cube, right? Give the carryovers. First digit into last digit into 3, right? And what about this? This number into the second last digit. Second digit, that is 15. That's your answer. And just give the carryovers. So this is how simply you can calculate any cube of any 3-digit number. You don't have to mark anything up, and your calculation will be crazy. When you will solve the DI sets, when you will solve the QA questions, you will see how easily you are sailing through the cubes and squares and mixed fractions and whatever we have taught. Right? Next we will see multiplication. Thank you. Have a nice day. Hello everyone, welcome to this session. This is the 7th session in faster calculation and 6th session on Vedic. This is me, Krishna Bajoria, in association with Catking. Let's get started. So the first question is 94 into 96. How can you calculate this? See guys, there's a very easy method. Listen to me carefully. Write 94 down, write 96 down. You have to, if the numbers are nearest to 100, these numbers are nearest to what? 100. You have to take the base as 100. Okay. What is 94 minus 100? Minus 06, right? Right, minus 06. This is minus 04. 100 minus 96 is 04. Correct? Now you have to do nothing. What is 94 minus 4? 90, right? Or 96 minus 6? 90. Write 90 here. 6 into 4 is 24. That is your answer. So your answer is nothing but 9024. As simple as that. What you have to do? Write these two numbers down. Take difference from 100. Right? 94 minus 4 is 90, or 96 minus 6, whatever you can prefer. It is 90. 6 into 4 is 24. Let's solve a few more examples. 99 into 97. Again base is 100. Write 99, write 97. Difference from 100, 0. Difference from 100, 0, 3. 99 minus 3 is 96. 3 into 1 is 3. Answer is 9603. As simple as that. See how quickly we are solving this. One more. 98 into 97. Correct? Okay. What is the difference from 100? 02 minus 02. Difference from 100 minus 03. 98 minus 03 is 95. 03 into 02 is 06. Answer is 9506. So in this way, you can solve it very easily. Let's have a look at the next question. 14 into 12. What is the base here, guys? Quickly tell me. Quickly. 10. It is nearest to what? 10, right? So the base is 10. Not 100, but 10. So what is the difference from 10? Plus 4. Not minus, plus 4. What is the difference from 10? Plus 2. Right? Okay. What is 14 plus 2 or 12 plus 4? This is 16. What is 4 into 2? 8. This is your answer. Correct? Suppose you have to calculate 14 into 8. Again, 14, 8. What is the difference from 10? Plus 4. Sorry. Plus 4. Difference from 10? Minus 2. Okay. 14 minus 2, 12. 8 plus 4, 12. What is 4 into 2? Minus 8. 4 into 2 minus 2 is minus 8, right? So, will this be the answer? Now, pause the video here for a moment. Just pause it up, and tell me what can be done. This is 12 here, and this is coming minus 8, right? In this case, what you will do, you will write this 12 as 11 plus 1. Okay? You will write this 12 as 11 plus 1. So this becomes 11, and 10 minus 8 is, answer is 102. Anywhere if it comes as minus 2, minus, then you have to follow this method. Please remember this. This is very important. Okay? We have also done it in the past. We have done it in mixed fraction. Same thing we are doing it here. Because this is tens place, right? Hence we are taking this one as 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. Simple answer, right? Okay, I hope you like this session on multiplication. In the next session we will do a 3-digit multiplication. Thank you.
రికార్డ్ చేస్తుందా మాట్లాడకు సైలెంట్ ఉండవు.
Hello everyone. So welcome to this session. This is the 8th and last session including faster calculation and Vedic, 7th session on Vedic. This is me, Krishna Bajoria, in association with Catking. Let's get started. Okay, before starting this, what we have seen, guys, we have seen squares, we have seen cubes, squares 2 digit, 3 digit, cubes 2 digit, 3 digit, any number, right? We have seen mixed fractions, we have seen approximations, right? We have seen multiplication of a 2 digit number, right? So if you are having the basic knowledge of all these, you won't face any problem ever in calculation. You will calculate like crazy. It will be on your fingertips. Okay, if you haven't seen the previous videos, please see it. Right, so 996 into 997, same concept, guys. Write 996, write 997. What will the base here now? 1000. So difference from 1000 is minus 004. Correct? Difference from 1000 is minus 003. What is 997 minus 004? 993. Or 996 minus 003? 993. 4 into 3 is 12, which is 012, because this is 004 into 003. The answer is 012. This is your complete answer. 993,012. See how easily we are calculating and multiplicating, and we are also squaring, cubing, whatever you want to do. See how easily we are doing this, right? Okay, next question. 114 square. Okay, we have learned the squaring part of it, right? That take the difference from 100, add 14 to it, right? We have learned that. Okay, take the 14 square. We have learned that. What should be the answer according to that? 114 plus 14, 128. 14 square 196, this is 12996. Okay, but we can also do it by this method. This is 114, base is 100, okay, plus 14, 114 plus 14, 128, 14 into 14, 196, 1 carry over, 96, which is 12996. See how simple it is, guys. This method is really simple for multiplication if you just get a hang of it. Next, 31 into 12. Now let me teach you one other method, because see, these two numbers, if I write 31 here and 12 here, what will be the base? 10, right? This will be plus 2, this will be plus 21. Now this is a problem for me. Why it is a problem for me? Okay, 31 plus 2 is 33, right? And 21 into 2 is 42, right? This is what I am getting here, and carry over 4. This is 372. Now these are easy numbers. I've got the answer by this method as well. I have to carry over 3, obviously. 372 is the answer. Okay. There's one more method, one more easier method for any two numbers. This is 31 into 12, right? Just write here 2 into 1, which is 2, right? The last digit. The first digit will be 3 into 1, which is 3. First digit is simply this, last digit is simply this. The middle digit is 3 to the 6 plus 1 into 1, cross multiplication, which is 6 plus 1, 7. That is your answer. So these are the two methods. Whichever method, the first method I told you was selecting a base, and once you have selected the base, performing the operations. Correct? That was the very first method. In this method, that method is useful when numbers are large and you can identify the base easily. This method is useful when you cannot identify the base easily and numbers are not that large. Correct? Let's solve one more question. 12 into 34. So again write 12, write 34. What is 4 into 2? 8. What is 3 into 1? 3. Middle number will be 4 into 1, 4 plus 6, that is 10. 1 given carry over. Answer is 408. Or if you want to do it by the previous method, write 12, write 34, difference from 10 is plus 02, difference from 10 is plus 24, right? 34 plus 2 is 36, 24 and 2 is 48. Give carry over, right? So this becomes 10, hence again 1 given carry over, 408. That's your answer. So you can choose either of the two methods as per your comfort. You can choose any one of them. If you are choosing either one of them, you will get your answer within seconds. So I hope you have learned the Vedic calculations and it was interesting for you. Please make note of all these things in your copy in a short format. Thank you. All the best, guys.
Hello everyone, this is Peter. How you guys doing? What's up? And hi, have a good morning. If you're watching this in the evening, have a cool evening. And if you're watching this while you're sleeping, before you're sleeping, have a great night. And today what we're going to do is we're going to study Vedic maths today. This is the basic foundation. Vedic maths is basically smarter methods to solve calculations, differentiations, and a lot of other stuff, and make basically making your life easier. This is the basic objective of Vedic maths. Alright, it is basically a collection of different techniques and formulas. So, if you guys don't know, Vedic maths is basically a book consisting of 16 sutras. There are 16 sutras which basically derive 16 formulas to solve mathematics and arithmetic in an easy and faster way. So what you're going to do today is you're going to study and try to learn a few tricks today, and hope we can make your life much more easier. Alright. So before we move on, I want you guys to do a little homework after the video. I want you guys to learn basically रट्टा मारो the squares of 1 से लेके 30, 1 से लेके 30 का squares रट्टा हो जाना चाहिए, and the cubes from 1 to 25. Alright. Squares from 1 to 30, cubes from 1 to 25, and fractions. Fractions as in 1 upon 1 is basically 100%. 1 upon 2 is 50%. 1 upon 3 is 33.33%. So from 1 upon 1 to 1 upon 30. From 1 upon 1 to 1 upon 30. Three things. Squares from 1 to 30, cubes 1 to 25, and fraction percentages. That is 1 upon 1 is 100%, 1 upon 2 is 50, 1 upon 5 is 20%, such that from 1 by 1 to 1 by 30. Alright, so let's start with Vedic maths. So this is basically a trick for squares of numbers which end in 5, and I think a lot of you know this. So what do you do in this trick is basically, so if the question is 65 square, so what do is you take the 5 square out. Okay, you write 5 square. We know 5 square is 25. So you write 25 as it is. Then you take the number which is before 5, which is 6. And we have to find out the number after 6. What comes after 6? 7. So you multiply 6 into 7, which gives you 42. And you write that ahead of 25. It will give you your final answer. Alright, let's take another example. So let's say 35 square. So 35 square, as we discussed, 5 square we write 25, then the number is 3, so 3 into 4 gives you 12. So the answer is 12 to 5, 1, 2, 2, 5 is your basic answer. Alright, now we do the multiplication trick of 11. So what do you do in the multiplication trick of 11 is basically of the two numbers, so let's say the number is 32. You keep the number 32. So you take the last number and you keep as it is, that is you keep 2 as it is here. Then you leave a space for a number. Now what is this number? This number is the basic trick. This number is the addition of the numbers which are given to you, that is 3 plus 2. So 3 plus 2 is 5, so you write that in the middle. Correct? And the first number as it is in the first place. So 3 as 3. So the answer is 352. Let's look at another example. Alright, so let's say it is 45. So 45 into 11, you write 5 as it is. Then you add these two numbers, 4 plus 5 will give you 9. And the first number is 4, so you write 4 as it is. So your answer becomes 495. Now, you might be wondering why these questions have been solved differently. So these questions have been solved differently, like when you can see here and the difference here. So these questions have been solved differently because these tricks are very difficult to write in a PPT format or to record in a video. So I have basically wrote them in a word format and tried to use different approaches so that people find it much more exciting and interesting. Alright, let's move on. Now, this is the biggest technique in your, not the biggest, it is one of the most beneficial technique for you guys. So what is this technique? This technique is basically 2 into 2 multiplication. Alright, so 2 into 2 multiplication is a 2-digit number into 2-digit number, and how you can solve this quickly. So let's say the numbers that you are multiplying is 22 into 31. Alright, what do? You write the numbers that, like you can see here. So 2, 2, 3, 1. So now you multiply these two numbers first. 2 into 3. When you multiply these two numbers, you will get 6. Right? So this is 6 here. Now in the step 2, you cross multiply. So 2 into 1 and 3 into 2. Correct? And then you add these two numbers. You get two numbers when you cross multiply, and so you will add these two numbers. So 3 into 2 gives you 6, plus 2 into 1 gives you 2. So you write 6 plus 2, which is basically 8. Now in the last step, you multiply the last two digits, that is 2 into 1. 2 into 1 is 2. So now what you do is 2 stays as it is, and it is 8 and 6. So your answer is 682. Alright, let's look at another example. So here the numbers are 68 and 35. 68 into 35. Correct? So this is basically 6 into 3. You multiply 6 into 3, you will get 80. Alright. In the next step, you know we have to cross multiply. So when you cross multiply, it is 6 into 5, and you add what? 8 into 3, the other cross multiply. Alright. So 6 into 5 will give you 30, and 8 into 3 will give you 24. So you will write 30 plus 24, which should give you 54. And in the last step, you multiply the extreme numbers, that is 8 and 5. You multiply them, you will get 8 into 5, which will get you 40. Now, what do we know? Out of these three numbers, 18, 54 and 40, 0 as it is, alright, that is 0. Now the second number is 4. So 4 plus 4 of 54 will give you 8. Now 5 plus 8 will give you 13. So you don't write 14, you write 3. You take 1 as carryover, and the first digit as it is, that is 1, plus the carryover 1, which should give you 2380. Right? So now when you look at it carefully here, when you solve this, this will all look like this. Right? Now on the left hand side of the screen, you can see basically what we've done: 6 into 3, 6 plus 5, 6 into 5 plus 8 into 3, and 8 into 5. So that is 40, 54, 80. So 0 as it is. 4 plus 4 will give you 8. 5 plus 8 will give you 30. So you'll write 3, and we'll take 1 carryover. So 1 as 1 and 1 carryover. So that should give you 2380. Alright, so this is 2 into 2 multiplication. So this is the format, and you can change the steps accordingly. So here what they've done is they have taken the last two digits, they multiplied these two first. Okay, then they have cross multiplied, and after the cross multiplication we add these two numbers, and then they've taken the first extreme numbers and they've multiplied them. Alright, so that is 2 into 2 multiplication and the format. Alright, let's move on to 3 into 3 multiplication. This is some crazy stuff, this is some hard level boring stuff. Alright, it is very similar to 2 into 2 multiplication, and I hope we'll get it faster. Alright, so take your notes, pens out, and we'll try to understand it. So let's say the numbers are 1, 2, 3 into 4, 5, 6. If you multiply 1, 2, 3 into 4, 5, 6. So we'll follow the same steps. We'll first multiply these extremities. That will 3 into 6 will give you 80. Alright. Now what you do is you ignore this part. You ignore this part and assume that this is 2 into 2 multiplication, and you cross multiply. So cross multiplication will give you 2 into 6 plus 3 into 5, which is 12 plus 15, which should give you 27. Alright. Now in the next step, this is the main step. Alright, this is the main. So this is the star that I am drawing, and I know that the drawing is not perfect, but try to understand. So this is the main step, which is the extra step. So here you multiply, cross multiply, and add the extremities. So 3 will be multiplied by 4, 1 will be multiplied by 6, and 2 will be multiplied by 5. So 3 and 4, that is the extreme. 1 into 6 is again the extreme, and 2 into 5 is the middle one. So 3 into 4 will give you 12. Alright, 1 into 6 will give you 6, and 2 into 5 will give you 10. Alright, so 12 plus 6 plus 10. Okay, so now in the next step again, you do cross multiplication. You ignore these two numbers, and you cross multiply and add. So 2 into 4 and 1 into 5. Alright, so that is 8 plus 5, which should give you 30. Alright, Now in the last step, you multiply the extremities that we started off from the right hand side. Now it has come to the left hand side. 1 into 4 will give you 4. Alright, don't look at so don't look at these numbers here. They are using carryovers. We are just trying to understand that now, right? Don't look at these numbers right now. Okay. So what we've gotten from here, we've gotten 80. This is where we've gotten 80. Here we've gotten 2, 6 are 12, 3 into 5, which is 15, 12 plus 15, 27. Alright, here what we've got is 6 plus 12, that is 80, and 10, which is 28. Alright, now here what we've gotten is 1 into 5, 5 plus 2 into 4, 8, which is 30. What we've got here is 4. So when a single digit number, when you see a single digit number, you write 0 ahead of it so that it makes your calculations easier. Now what happened? Okay, now I'll tell you what has happened. Okay, so we will try to add these numbers and make sure that we finish this track. Okay, so what we've gotten from this, just a second now. Okay, alright, let's go. So the numbers that we've gotten are 18, then is 27, then is 28, then is 13, and last but not the least is 4. So we can write it as 0. 4. Now we know we have to take the last digit as it is, so it will be 8. Now we consecutively add these. So 1 plus 7 will give us 8. 2 plus 8 will give us 10, but we will not write 10, we will write 0, we know this. So we will take 1 as carryover. So 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 3 will give you 6. 1 plus 4 will give you 5. So that is 5, 6, 0, 8, 8, which is your final answer. I hope you have understood this. Let's look at another example. Alright, so let's say this is 132 into 240. So as you know, this is the first step, so that is 2 into 4, 8. Now we'll cross multiply these two, 3, 4 and 2 into 1. So that is 12 plus 2, 40. Now the main step, the extreme multiplication and the middle's multiplication. So 1 into 4 plus 2 into 2 plus 3 into 1. So that is 4 plus 4, 8 plus 3, 11. Now we'll ignore these two numbers and cross multiply again. 1 into 1 plus 2 into 3, which is 1 plus 6, 7. Now and last but not the least, the extremities of the left hand side, which is 1 into 2, which is basically 2, and you can write them as 0, 2. Alright, let's go. So now what are the numbers that we've gotten? We've gotten 8, then we've gotten 14, then we've got 11, then we've got 7. So 7 we can write it as 0, 7. And then we've got 8. Alright, so we can write it as 0, 8. This is also 0, 8. So first last number as it is, so that is 8. Then consecutive addition, so 0 plus 4 will give you 4. 1 plus 1 will give you 2. 1 plus 7 will give you 8. And 0 plus 8 will give you 8 again. So your answer is 88,248. Alright, let's move on. I think there's some printing error on this page, and I think it is double printed of the same question. So don't look at this. I think there's some issue. Alright. Alright. I think we made a mistake. So this is 2 basically. This is 2. This is not 8, sorry. This is 2. 0 plus 2 will give you 2. 0 plus 2 will give you 2. So the answer is 28,248. which I think is your final answer as well. Let's see. Yes, it is your final answer. Alright. So that is what we've been doing, what we did today, and what we've done today is we have covered two digits into two digits multiplication, three digits into three digits multiplication, the multiplication trick of 11, the squaring of numbers which end in 5, and I've given you homework. Please remember to do that. That is squares of 1 to 30, cubes of 1 to 25, and the fraction percentage is 1 by 1 to 1 by 30. I think that is all for today, and have a great day, have a great night, and try to study well, try to do the homework, and be masters of arithmetics and mathematics. Have a great day. Goodbye.
చెప్పలేదన్న.
Hello everyone. So welcome to this session. This session is on percentages. Again, this is me, Krishna Bhajoria, in association with Catking. Let's get started. So the very first question, guys, again, what we will focus in this video is how simplicity is the key, right? So how simply can I solve these questions?
Okay.
We will see cat questions as well. And in the last two videos of this series on percentage, we will solve as many cat questions as possible. So stay tuned for that. Just try to make sure, if you have not seen the previous videos, do see it on other topics. The 100k method, I have explained it. We will use it extensively. Pause the video, try this question out. Okay, so I hope you guys have tried it out. What's the question? In 1993, Krishna's salary was 30,000, Arjuna's salary was 40,000. Correct? Okay. And in 92, Krishna's salary was 40% of the sum of salaries of Krishna and Arjuna. Fairly simple question. In 1993, Krishna's salary was 30,000, Arjuna's salary was 40,000. In 1992, Krishna salary 40% of the sum, right? So 40% of 70,000, correct? 40% of 70,000. I now need not calculate, guys. I have to avoid calculations at all cost, and that is the key. The key is avoiding calculations. How can I avoid calculations? I've told you in the previous lecture as well, in fast calculations, to always break percentages into 5%, 10% and 1%, correct? So what will be 50% of this? Half, 35,000. Subtracting 10%, which is 7,000 of it, answer is 28,000. As simple as that, guys. You get it? So you can see that the answer is 28,000 here. No, not the answer, but the value is 28,000 here. Now what they are asking me to do? Percentage increase in Krishna's salary from 1992 to 1993. Okay. So in 1992 it was 28,000. In 1993 it was 30,000. What's the percentage increase? Correct? So 2,000 is increase. On how much? On 28,000 into 100. That is nothing but 1 by 14 into 100, right? So you all know that what is 1 by 7? 14.28. How to learn this? 7 into 2 double, 7 into 4. I hope you have covered this in basic classes. Like how to calculate these fractions easily. 1 by 11, 1 by 7, 1 by 3, 1 by 6, 1 by 8, 1 by whatever. Right? Anyway, so this will be 14.28. So 1 by 14 will be half of this, which is 7.14. That's your answer, guys. See, by using this method, how simply, by breaking basically into percentages, how easily we calculated it. Again, by using fraction, I derived this value fairly easily. Let's look at the next question. Very simple question, guys. Please try it out. An oral question, that is. Please let me know what's your answer here. Okay. So this question was introduced just to see the basic concept. So those who said answer is CBD, congratulations, you are correct. And those who didn't, just pay attention. Income of A is more than B, right? So income of A is greater than income of B. A spends 20% of his income on food. Okay. A spends 20% of this on food and B spends 30% of this on food. Okay, fine. Who spends more of food? Can I tell this? No, I cannot. Why? Because income of A is greater than B, fine. But this is he is spending 20%. How much more? I don't know. Suppose if the incomes are 50 and 40. What is 20%? 10. What is 30%, guys? 12. Right? But if the incomes are 150, then this is 20, right? And what will be this? 15. So in this case, you see that this is greater, right? And yeah, and in this case also it is coming greater. Fine. We can check another case as in 41 and 40. In this case, what will happen is income, food expenditure of B will come out to be greater. Hence, I cannot determine. It depends on the value of income, right? So, pay attention to these silly mistakes in examinations. That was my point of introducing this. Next, we will see a CAT question. Very good question, but we will solve it very easily. Again, using the 100K method. And if you don't know about it, please refer the fast calculation videos in Vedic mathematics. Pause the video, try it out, and guys start making notes. Whatever new you are getting in these videos, keep making notes. Okay, let's see. Very good question. Hari prepares a budget to visit London. Again, a past CAT question. However, he spends 12% of his budget on the first 10% of days, right? So, if I assume that the budget is 100K1, I assume, right? And I assume the number of days to be 100K2. Budget is 100K1, days is 100K2. How much he spent? 12% of his budget. He spends 12K1 on first 10% of days. In how many days? In 10K2 days. Okay. He knows that he has to spend another 35% of days in the city itself. Correct? So he has to spend how many more days? 35K2 more days. That is total how many days? 45K2 days. He has to spend in the city. That he knows. Fine. So when he is staying for 10K2 days, he is spending 12K1. That is a factor of 1.2. So if he is staying 54K2 days, he will spend how much? Again a factor of 1.2. Correct? That is 54K1. He will spend 54K1. Fine. So he spent 54K1 in 45K2 days. Right? Now, what is the remaining? What is the remaining number of? Yeah. So what is the remaining number of budget, guys? 54K1 he has spent. Correct. The remaining number of budget is 46K1 out of 100K1. He has spent 54K1. The remaining is 46K1, right? Okay. Now what they are telling me to do? He has to spend another. Okay. After which he would travel to countryside. Fine. What should be the minimum decrease in spending in countryside? He has now moved to countryside. As a percentage of his spending in a city, so as to complete his travel on the initial budget itself. Correct? So he has to complete his travel on the initial budget itself. So budget remaining is how much? 46K1 because 100K1 was the initial budget. Days remaining is how much, guys? 45K2 days spent. Days remaining is 55K2. Right? So how much should he decrease, guys? Very simple. See, what is the question asking? Minimum decrease in spending in countryside. Minimum decrease in spending in countryside. Okay? Decrease in spending. Correct? So which is what? 46K1 upon 55K2. This is what he is spending now. 1 minus final upon initial. So this is what he is spending now. And 10K2, 12K2 upon 12K1 upon 10K2, what was he was spending earlier. Correct? 12K1 upon 10K2 he was spending earlier. That's what the question is asking. Decrease in spending in countryside. Earlier he was spending how much? He was spending, now he's spending how much? 46K1 and 55K2. Correct? So per day he's spending how much, guys? In 55K2 days he's spending this much. So per day now he's spending this much. Correct? Per day earlier he was spending 1.2 as we saw earlier as well. Right? 1 by 2 K1 by K2. Correct? Right? So from this you will get the answer as simply C. Just K1, K2 cancelled. Right? You will get answer as 30.3%, which is option B. And if you are unaware of this, I have simply used 1 minus final upon initial. I hope final upon initial. I hope you know this formula as well. I hope you know this. This is a simple formula. You should know this if you don't know it. Anyway, so yeah, yes. So that was it. I thought this was a very good question. Budget was this. Days was this. He spent this much. Remaining is this much, and this much he has to spend in this many days. Correct? So per day how much? This. Earlier per day how much? This. That's your answer. Okay. Let's move to the next question. Try it out. And again guys, please don't make any silly mistakes. Avoid silly mistakes. Fine, a very simple question, yet most of you at first glance you make a mistake, and that is why I have included it here. See, my objective is not to include the hard questions only, that is the CAT questions, but to include such questions as well. If they are having any issues, like if you make any issues, if you have any problem in those questions, or you make any silly mistake in those questions, so I want to include those questions as well. Okay. So population of Delhi is 220% more than that of Hyderabad, right? Then how many times it is? If Hyderabad population is 100, then 220% more. So plus 220% of Hyderabad 100, that is 320. Hence it is 3.2 times. Got it? It was 100, it became 320, hence it becomes 3.2 times. So that is the point. At the first glance, many of you will reply the answer as 2.2, which is wrong. So please pay attention to this. Okay, this was a basic video on percentage. All the best guys. In the next video, we will cover some important questions, and we will see some very good CAT questions as well. Stay tuned. Thank you. Hello everyone. So welcome to this session. This is the second session on percentage. This is again me, Krishna Bajoria, in association with Catking. Let's get started. In the first session, we saw few basic questions along with the CAT questions. And today as well, this will be a basic lesson, and in the next two videos we will be discussing CAT questions. Today also we will discuss CAT questions, but overall the lecture is on basic level today to get your concepts firm. Okay, so yeah, the production of tea increases by 150% from 1979 to 1980. So in 1979, suppose it was 100, increases by 150%. So what does it that mean? That in 1980 it is 150% more, correct? Hence it is 250. So plus 150, that is 250, right? By what percent should production of tea increase from 80 to 81? So in 1981, what it should be? So that the production of tea in 1981 recovers. In 1981 becomes 5 times that of 1979. Okay, so becomes 5 times of 1979, 5 times of this, which is how much? 500. Correct. So by what percentage should it increase? It should increase by 100%. Right? From 250 to 500, it should increase by 100%. Answer is 100%. Correct. So I hope this question is clear. Again, a simple question, not a very complex one, but just to get this basic right, that don't make any silly mistake with percentage increases and number of times. Okay, let's move to the next question. Please try this question out now. Again guys, always try to use the K method. K method will always make your life easy. Okay, let's see. I hope you have tried this question out, and also guys, one more thing, keep noting down the important points that you are getting. So the production of wheat formed 20% of total food grain production in 1996, right? So in 1996, total food grain production and wheat, say total food grain production was 100k, wheat is 20%, right? So this is 20k. I have again and again told you the importance of this K method. It is very useful. So next year, share went up by 5. One important thing here is 5 percentage point, guys. Share went up by 5 percentage points. What is the meaning of this percentage points? See, this was 20%, correct? Percentage, 5 percentage points increase, hence this is 25%, right? So production of total food grains increased by 20%, that is from 100k, this total production becomes 120k, and 25% of this, which is 30k, wheat becomes 30k. So also don't get confused with this percentage points concept. Okay, please. What is percentage points? If I am calculating 10% of 100 and I am saying that there is an increase of 5 percentage points, that means 15% of 100. Correct? Okay. So this becomes 120k as given in the question. This becomes 30k. Why? Because 25% of 120k. Okay. So find the percentage change in production of wheat. Okay. So from 20k it becomes 30k. What's the percentage change? Simply 50%. Answer is 50%. Right. Now I could have solved this question without taking 100k even. Right. I could have taken 100. But why am I taking 100k? But suppose if this question would have been that the value of this is given as say 3000 or 300, whatever, then I could simply calculate the value of k and I would have got all the options here. Correct? So that was my objective of taking k. Always take k, it helps you a lot. Next question. This is again a CAT question, a fantastic question. Easy but fantastic question. Please pause the video and try it out. Okay, so let's have a look at this question now, guys. A, B, C participated in a burger eating contest. So A, B and C, they participated. A beat C by 18 burgers. Okay. A also beat B by eating 50% more burgers than B, right? Also B had eaten 5 percentage points more burger than C, correct? Right? So find the total number of burgers that were eaten. So that is your question. Okay. So as it is given that A has also eaten 5 percentage points more burger. If I suppose that the value of C is 5k percentage. Suppose this is 20%. The value of this is 5k percentage, right? Why 5k? Why not k only or x only? Because it is written 5 percentage points. Hence 5 will be common and this will make my calculation easy. That's why I am taking 5k percentage. Okay. So B had eaten 5k percentage points more. So B has eaten how much? 5k plus 5 percentage. Everything is in percentage, guys. And also A also beat B by eating 50% more burgers. So A is eating 50% more. So 1.5 times of what? 5k plus 5. Correct? Percentage. This is some percentage, this is some percentage, this is some percentage, right? Addition of all these three will be equal to 100%. So from here you can simply calculate the value of k, which is 5. So if k is 5, which means is this is 25%. C has eaten 25% of the burgers. He has eaten 20% of the burgers. And A has eaten 45% of the burgers. Correct? This is the simple meaning of this. Okay. Now, find the overall number of burgers that were eaten. Fine. I have to find the overall number of burgers. It is given A beat C by 18 burgers, right? A and C. What is the difference between A and C? 20%, correct? A beat C by 18 burgers. So 20% of the burgers is equal to 18. So what is 100% of the burgers, guys? 90. Simple answer is 90 burgers. Good question in CAT, but using this method you could have made your calculation really easy and orderly. Okay, next question now. Please try this out. Again, I hope you guys have tried it out, and those of you who would have got the answer as CBD, that is correct, guys. Answer is CBD. Please guys, please just don't get confused and don't make any silly mistakes here, okay? Answer is CBD. Let's see. Length of rectangle is increased by 20%. If length is L and breadth is B, length is increased by 20%. It becomes 1.2 L. Breadth becomes 1.1 B. Correct? What was the perimeter? So 2L plus B was the initial parameter. 2 into 1.2L plus 1.1 B is a new parameter. So if we will take out the percentage change, this will be final upon initial, that is 2L plus B, correct? Minus 1 into 100. Both L and B will be there. Answer is cannot be. I cannot determine a unique value. Now, if someone would have taken the values as say 100 and whatever 100, and he would have calculated the answer, no, that is wrong. Why? because infinite combinations of L and B are possible. L is 100, B is 100, B is 120, B is 150, everything will give you different answer. So please pay attention to these things guys, answer is CBD. So in the next two videos, now we will be solving some complex questions. Stay tuned. Thank you. Hello everyone, so welcome to this session. We have seen two videos on percentage. This is the third video on percentage. I hope you like the previous two ones. Now we will see some very good questions of CAT questions, past year CAT questions. Stay tuned, and I hope your concept is clear from the previous two videos. Let's get started. Please try this question out. Just pause the video, give yourself a minute and try it out. Okay, I hope you have tried it out. 3 persons ABC, A, B and C. They are having their monthly incomes in the ratio of 6 is to 7 into 8 is to 8, right? 6 is to 7 is to 8. This is their income, right? Their monthly expenditures are in the ratio 5 is to 6 is to 10. So expenditure is given as 5, 6, 10. Monthly savings of C is 37.5% of his monthly income, right? So what is the savings? Savings is 37.5% of income, right? Okay, cool. Now, the simplest method to do this question is, because this is a ratio, I can assume any value that deems fit, correct? I can assume any value, I can give any value to it. So, let me give this 600, 700, 800. I have given values to this, right? Okay. Now, if this is 600 and I know that savings is 37.5% of his income. First of all, what is 37.5 guys? I hope you all know how to calculate this into fractions. What is 1 by 8? 1 by 8 is 12.5. So this into 3 is 37.5, right? So this is 3 by 8. Nothing else but 3 by 8. So 3 by 8 of 800 is how much? Which is 300. Now 300 is the savings, income is 800. What is expenditure? 500, obviously, correct? I first of all I assume these values, then because this was given as 37.5, I got the savings, I got this value as 500, fine. Now if 10 corresponds to 500, 1 corresponds to 50, correct? So 6 corresponds to 300, this is 250. Now I got all these expenditures. If I've got, I know the income, I know the expenditures. What I have to calculate next is the savings part of it, right? So what will be the savings, guys? Simply subtracting this 350 and 400. Okay, nice. What are they asking me to do? What percent of B's savings was A's savings? What percent of B's savings was A's savings? That is what they are asking. So B's savings was 400. A's savings was 350. So what they're asking me? 350 upon 400. What is the answer? It's simply 87.5. See how simply, just by assuming few values, we were able to solve this question. Correct? So in this way, you could solve this type of questions on percentages. Please make sure you are aware of this method, because this method comes in really handy. Okay, let's move to the next question. Again, this is a CAT question. Fantastic question. Pause the video, please try it out. Okay, so I hope you have seen this question now. In a local election, 200 people were to vote for party A or party B. Fine. So what was the total number of voters? Two parties, A and B. Total number of voters were 2400. It is given. Fine. Party A was bound to win the election. Fine. Party A was bound to win the election. However, on election day, 1/3 of the voters of party A were kidnapped. So party A was bound to win, but somehow 1/3 of the voters were kidnapped. Okay, cool. Then what happened? Party B was also able to influence the remaining party A voters and thus double the strength of its voters. Fine. In this way, party A lost by a majority which was half of that by which it would have won had the election been fair. So there are two methods to solve this question. One method is doing it subjectively, but if you look at, because this is a cat question, they have given you options for this question. So there is a reason for them to give the options. If you use options in this question, it will become much more easy. So guys, my propaganda of including this question was so that you can understand when to use options and how to use options. This you have to understand. So here in this question, if you will go by options, it will be really easy for you. Let's see how. And anyway, you can relate because A and B is given, their votes are given, so it will obviously be easy, right? Okay. Fine. Let's say this answer is correct. So how many people finally voted? So finally 600 voted for A. Finally 1200 voted for B. Correct? Okay. I know that 1/3 of the party members were kidnapped. Right? So 1/3 of something, 1/3 of party members were kidnapped. Right? I know this. That 1/3 of votes of A were kidnapped. Correct? So just see this. I am just now calculating the initial values. This is the final values that actually voted. I am calculating what would have been the initial values. Okay. Cool. This is given to me as a final value, guys. And some members were kidnapped, right? So when it is given that 1/3 of the party A members were kidnapped, so I can say that 1/3 of the votes of A, right? So 1/3 of the votes of A is equal to 600, correct? Why 600, guys? Because see, what is 600 plus 1200? It is 1800, correct? This is total of 1800. So how many people were kidnapped? Because total votes were supposed to be how much? 2400. But how many were kidnapped? 600 were kidnapped. 600 people were kidnapped. So 1/3 of something should be equal to 600, right? Then only 1/3, because it is given that 1/3 of total those who were supposed to vote for it were kidnapped. Okay. So what is this? 1800. If this is 1800, this would have been 600. This was the initial scenario, guys. By using option A, I got this initial scenario that initially A was 1800 and B was 600. Correct? And because 600 were kidnapped, out of this 600 were kidnapped, and few were influenced. Finally, this becomes 600. This becomes 1200. Correct? Okay. Now, party A lost by a majority. They lost by how much? 600. Half, which was half of that by which it would have won. It would have won by how much? 1200. Is it half of this? Yes. Option A satisfies. That is your answer. Okay. So this is how simply you can use options to get your answer of this question. If you would not have used option, then also you would have got the same answer. It would have been a bit lengthy. So whenever there are two parties or something like this and you are having these options, please try to use those options. Okay, let's have a look at the next question. Okay, again a question which is a direct application of the formula that you might have known, A plus B plus AB by 100. Correct? Like if there is 100 and there is a 10% increase and 20% increase, like first 10% then 20%. So cumulative increase will be 10 plus 20 plus 20 into 10, which is 200 by 100, which is nothing but 32%. I hope you guys know this. Okay. So tensile strength of material A is a multiple amount of ABCD. Okay, fine. If the amount of material of ABCD are changed by itna, okay, what is the overall change in tensile strength? So I have to find the overall change. Very simple question, guys. First, let's take this 30 and 30. So what this will be? 30 minus 30 using this formula, A plus B plus AB by 100. So minus 30 into 30, 900 by 9. So this is minus 9%. Okay. I hope you have learned this formula. Very simple formula. You should have learned this in the basic videos. Okay. Talking about these two. Minus 25 and plus 25. What will happen? Same thing. A plus B plus AB by 100. So this will be minus 6.25%. Correct? So by combining these two, I got minus 9%. By combining these two, I got minus 6.25%. Again, I will use same thing. A plus B plus AB by 100. So A plus B, right, plus AB by 100. So answer is nothing but minus 14.68. Answer is C, minus 14.68. How simply by using this formula we calculated this question. So my objective was to introduce this formula to you, which you already know, just by means of an application. Okay, let's move to the next question. Again, a cat question, a very good question. Please try it out. I hope you guys have tried it out. Very simple question, try guys. Just have a look. A two-digit number AB. I hope you guys know that if it is written 32, I will write this as 3 into 10 plus 2, right? 32. I can write it as this. So AB will be written as 10A plus B. So a two-digit number AB is 60% of it. So this is equal to 60% of x, correct? Now, the two-digit number formed by reversing the digits, which is BA. Right? So 10B plus A equal to what? 60% more than x, which is what? 160% of x? Correct? 60% more than x or 160% of x? Okay. Find x. This is what they are asking me to do. Okay. First thing, what can you see from here? First thing that I can see is, if I'll write it like this, that is 10A plus B equal to what? 3 by 5x. Also 10B plus A equal to 8 by 5x, correct? This is an integer. RHS has to be an integer. So x should be a multiple of 5, guys. Right? X should be a multiple of 5 because there is 5 in the downwards, right? So x should be a multiple of 5. Then only this will be RHS will be an integer. Answer is simply 45. I just saw that x should be a multiple of 5 and I am marking the answer as 45. And if you want to calculate it, see. X is a multiple of 5, correct? Also, if I subtract this, then what I will get? I will get 9b minus a equal to x. So x is a multiple of 9 as well. I am just subtracting these two. So x is a multiple of 9 and 5. Hence x is a multiple of 45. Answer is 45. But by looking at it objectively, I could have directly marked the answer as A. So yeah, that was it. In one more video, I hope you liked the question in these videos. In the next video, in one more video, we will see again few very interesting questions and the application of golden ratios. Stay tuned. Thank you. Hello everyone. So once again, welcome to this series on percentage. This is the last video, the fourth video on percentage. We have already solved some fantastic questions in the previous lectures. In this lecture again we will see some terrific questions. So stay tuned. This is me, Krishna Bajoria, in association with Catking. Let's get started. The very first question. Just try it out. Pause the screen, try it out and keep making note, guys. That's very important. So, okay. So this question is on golden ratio. Okay. This question is on golden ratios. I hope you are aware of this. If not, I'll tell you. A is x% of B. A equal to x% of B. Cat question again on golden ratios. Oral question this was. B is x% more than A. Correct? So B is x% more than A. So A plus x by 100 into A. Let me take x by 100 as K for making calculation easy. So A equal to K times B, correct? And B equal to A plus K, so A 1 plus K, correct? Right? If I take A by B here, it comes out to be how much? If I just take A by B here, A by B here is K, correct? And A by B here is 1 upon 1 plus K. So I can say that K is equal to 1 upon 1 plus K, and this is nothing but golden ratio, guys. The value of which is 0.618 or approximately 0.62 or 62%. Answer is 62%. Without even calculating, I'll tell that the answer is 62%. Please remember this golden ratio concept. So, and you have to remember one thing: if any number is x or k, and this is equal to 1 upon 1 plus that number, this follows in golden ratio. Always remember this. Okay, let's move to the next question. Again, this is a cat question, but a very simple one. Just try it out. I hope you have tried it out. Now let's see. A report consists of 20 sheets, 55 lines, 65 characters. Correct? So 20 sheets, 55 lines, 65 characters. This is reduced such that each of 65 lines, there are again 65 lines, has 70 characters. Okay. And how many sheets? Let's say there are x sheets. Now, please don't go on calculating x. You will calculate x and then you will do y, not required. Percentage reduction in the number of sheets, it is asking, correct? 65 is common, it gets cancelled, right? Sheet was 20, it became x, right? Now, tell me one thing, lines was 55, it increased to 70. So line increased by how much? 70 by 55, which is nothing but 14 by 11. So sheets will decrease by 11 by 14. Obviously, if this has increased by 14 by 11, sheets will decrease by 11 by 14. As simple as that. Or I can also write x equal to 20 into 55 by 70. 55 by 70 is nothing but 11 by 14. So sheets are decreasing by 11 by 14. I can say, correct? I know that 1 by 7 is 14.28. So 1 by 14 is how much? 7.14. 11 by 14 is how much? 78.54. So it reduced by how much? 78 by 54%. Correct? So sorry, this is how much? 78.54%. So percentage reduction is how much? 21.46% or approximately 20%. Closest to 20%. That's your answer. That is how CAT is expecting you to solve it. Not calculate the value of x and then go on solving it. Not required. Next question. Again, a CAT question, but an easy one. Please pause the video and try it out. Okay. So I hope you have tried this question out. Again, an easy question. A person who has certain amount with him goes to the market. He can buy 50 oranges or 40 mangoes. Right? So again, I'll use what method? K method. Let's say that the total amount is equal to how much? 200k. I would have taken 100k or why 200k? 50 and 40 is here, right? 50 and 40, hence 200k. I told you, LCM into k. So he is buying 50 oranges or he is buying 40 mangoes. So if he is buying 50 oranges, one orange is of how much? 4k rupees. One mango is of how much? 5k rupees. Okay. He retained 10% of the amount for taxi fares. Fine. Out of 200k, 20k is there for taxi fares. And buys 20 mangoes. Okay, so one mango is of 5k, 20 mangoes of 100k. He buys 100k worth mangoes. 20k taxi fare, 100k mangoes. What is remaining? 120k spent. Remaining is 80k. Number of oranges he can purchase is 80k is remaining. One orange is of 4k. He can purchase how many oranges? 20 oranges. That's your answer. See how simple question they are. How simple question. In fact, an oral question, if you just use the scale method. Okay, let's move to the next question now. Please solve. Again a CAT question, again an easy one, not that hard. So I hope you have tried it out now. Let's see the solution. The saving of Achyut are 30% of his earning. Okay. So let's say again that the earning is what? 100k. K method, always useful, guys. So what is the saving of Achyut? Achyut's saving is 30k. Saving of Ranjit are 150% of the saving of Achyut. So if Achyut's saving is 30k, saving of Ranjit is how much? 150% of this, that is 45k. Correct? Combined earning of Achyut and Ranjit as a percentage of, okay, combined earning of Achyut and Ranjit. I don't know the earning of Ranjit. Cannot be. Okay. Guys, if he is saving 45k, his earning must be at least 45k. Greater than or equal to 45k, correct? Combined earning of Achyut and Ranjit, it should be at least 145k. Combined earning of Achyut and Ranjit must be at least 145k. As a percent of Achyut's earning is 100k, right? So this should be minimum how much? 145% into 100. Minimum 145% it should be. So what it cannot be? It cannot be 120. Answer is this. Simple question, guys. See how simple the question is. By K method, it becomes even more simpler. So I hope this is clear to you. This marks the end of percentage. I hope you like it. Thank you, guys.
Hello everyone, this is Peter. Hi, what's up? What are you guys doing? And I hope you guys are fine these days. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with percentages part one, and this is one of those chapters which you really need to do so that you have your basics and basics of each and every chapter covered, because percentages is one of those topics which comes in almost each and every chapter, right? So you have to please pay attention today, please carry your notes and pens. If not, pause the video, go grab them and start off, right? First, percentage is basically a fraction with a denominator 100. Simple. Percentage is nothing but a fraction with denominator 100. Alright, so let's see what is the values of percentage. Value of percentage always depends on the quantity to which it refers. Right, value of percentage always depends on the quantity. Please make sure you note this point down. Value of percentage always depends on the quantity to which it is referring to which it is based on. Alright, so let's have a look at it. There are 65% of students in the class are boys. So to know the value of 65%, we must know what is the value of all the students. Now let's say the number of students are 200. So the number of boys will be 65 by 100 into 200. 65% is basically 65 by 100 into the total quantity. 65 by 100 into 200, which will give you 130. So there are 130 boys in the class. Alright, now what is this? So percentage is basically A%. Let's say X%. A% is A upon 100. So that example, let's say 25%. 25% is basically 25 by 100 into whatever the quantity is given to you. Alright, now we look at one variety where you have to convert percentage into fraction. Alright, so 45 5 by 6. So this is a mixed fraction. 45 5 by 6. So that is 6 into 45 plus 5. So that's all that here. But we must know it is a mixed fraction. So if 45 5 by 6 is already in terms of percentage, we have to convert that in terms of a fraction. Alright. So now what do we do to convert in terms of a fraction? We basically divide it by 100. Why? Because what is percentage? Percentage is basically the value with the denominator 100. So you divide it by 100, 45 5 by 6 by 100. That is 275 by 6. How did this 275 come from? Since I told you it is a mixed fraction. The mixed fraction is basically 6 into 45 plus 5. So 6 into 45 will give you 270. 270 plus 5 will give you 275 by 6 upon 100. So 106 both are on the denominator. So basically 275 upon 600. You try and solve this, you will get 11 by 24. So we have converted 45 5 by 6% into fraction. Alright. Now we move on to the increasing value concept. What does this mean? So when you have to find out that there is a increase in percentage. So let's say there was a quantity A and there has been an increase. So let's say there is a quantity, so number of boys in a class are this much. Next year, certain amount of boys are added. You have to find out the percentage increase. So that is called the increasing value concept. So what is the formula? Increase percentage is basically increase value upon original value into 100. Simple. Increase value upon original value into 100. Let's say an example, right? So the rent of the house is increased from 7,000 to 7,700. You have to find out the increase of percentage. You have to find out the increase of price as a percentage from the original rent. तो इंक्रीज वैल्यू इज हाउ मच? इंक्रीज वैल्यू इज 7000 से 7700 हो गया, तो कितना बढ़ा है एक्चुअल में? वैल्यू कितना हो रहा है? 700. हाँ, इंक्रीज परसेंटेज इज ఇప్పుడు అంతా రికార్డ్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఇంక్రీజ్ వాల్యూ ఆన్ ఒరిజినల్ వాల్యూ ఇంటూ 100 नो ये कंपेयर इसका 3 आवर्स पर आउट होता है तुम्हारा 7000. 700 upon 7000 ఏందే? 100. So that is basically 10%. Right? 700 by 7000 into 100. I think into 100 is missing here. So let's go with that. So 700 by 7000 is going to give you 1 upon 10. 1 upon 10 into 100 is going to give you 10%. ఎందుకు రికార్డ్ చేస్తున్నా అర్థం కావట్లేదా? నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ బాయ్స్ మర్చిపోవాలా? తీసుకో ఇగో. Some of the boys failed and they are deported. So the number of boys is reduced. If you find out the percentage decrease. The decrease in percentage is basically decrease value upon original value into 100. Okay, the cost of a bike last year was 19,000. The cost of it this year is 17,000. You have to find out the percentage decrease in its cost. So first percentage decrease is basically the difference upon original value, which is 19,000 into 100. So that is 2,000 upon 19,000 into 100, which will give you 10.5%. So the percentage decrease is 10.5%. Alright, I hope you guys have a notebook and you are solving these on your own. Alright, let's move on. So we'll solve examples now, we'll solve a few questions now, because we have basically understood the concept, and we'll start solving now questions. Okay, so now this question is 3.5% of the income is taken as tax and 12.5% of the remaining is saved. This leaves 4,053 to spend. What is the income? तो जैसे कि अब the income 3.5% है वो टैक्स के लिए कट कर दिया है, और फिर बाकी का जो बचा उसमें से 12.5% 12.5% has been cut out for saving. अब ये दोनों डिडक्शन होने के बाद तुम्हारे पास जो बचता है दैट इज 4,053 रुपीज. तुमको फाइंड करना है कि टोटल इनकम क्या है. ओके, बाय डायरेक्ट मेथड what do you get? Income is basically 100 minus 35 into 100 minus upon 100 minus 12.5 upon 100 into 100 is equal to 4053. ये क्या किया हमने बेसिकली, so we have assumed the income is x. 100 minus 3.5 is basically जो इनकम है उसमें से 3.5% निकालो. अगर इनकम 100 है उसमें से 3.5% निकालो मतलब उसका 96.5%. ओके, अब ये जो इनकम का 96.5% है उसमें से भी 12.5% निकाल दिया उन्होंने. तो बेसिकली हमने उसका भी 100 माइनस 12.5 किया which is 87.5 upon 100 into 100 is equal to 4053. करेक्ट. अब इस इक्वेशन को तुम सॉल्व करो. So that is 4053 into 96.5 into 87.5 on 100 into 100. I think there's okay. Just a second, hold on. There is some mistake in your writing here. Don't focus there. Let's solve this together. Okay. So this is 4053 into the 100 goes back side and turns into multiplication. So 4053 into 100 into 100. Alright, upon 96.5 into 87.5. Now you guys are smart and you know 5 से divide होगा. So I am not solving this for you कैसे divide होगा, but you pause the video and you divide this on your own and you get the answer. I hope you have understood what is done till now. Okay, we have studied only what we have studied in our school. Standard में जो percentage किया वही हमने फिर से किया है, कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं. And you get the answer as 4,800 after you solve it. So pause the video, try to solve this, and make sure you get 4,800 as the answer. Alright, so this was a printing mistake here, and I hope you guys have corrected it. Alright, this is wrong. The correct value of x will be this. Alright, let's move on. Okay, so we'll solve this next question. Now this is a pretty simple question, so instead of doing this step by step, we'll do this together. So if A's salary is 25% higher than B's salary, okay? If A's salary is 25% higher than B's salary, then by how much percent is B's salary lower than A's? Okay, the answer is not 25. Okay, so अगर for example दो चीज़ है, एक का weight दूसरे के weight से 25% ज़्यादा है, तो इसका मतलब ये है कि दूसरा वाला पहले वाली चीज़ से 25% कम भारी है या हल्का है. This is a difference. Why? Because the value that you are comparing it to is different. So let's say the B का salary is 100, A का salary becomes 100 plus 25% higher, तो plus 25% of 100, that is 125. Now the difference between A's and B's salary is 25. The percentage decrease, percentage lower is basically 25 upon 125. Why 125? Why A का salary? Because you have to compare it with A's salary. See, look at the question you said. It is low by how much percent is B's salary lower than A's? Lower than A's मतलब A से compare हो रहा है. Thus B's salary is 20% lower than A's salary. And you've got this. Okay, let's do the next question. In a college election between two rivals, a candidate A got 40% of the total votes polled and was defeated by 160 votes. The total number of votes polled was how much? तो there are two people, A है जिसको 40% वोट मिले और वो 160 वोट से हारा है. ओके, तुमको ढूंढना है टोटल वोट्स कितने आए थे. So since A got 40% of the vote, so it's clear that his rival must have got 60% of the vote. And A lost by how many votes? अगर उसको 60% मिला है, इसको 40 मिला, कितना वोट है? 20% वोट से हार गया ना वो. He is lost by 20% of votes. So now let us assume the total votes are they are X. X is the total number of votes. Now according to the question, 20% of X is 160 because उन्होंने क्या बोला है कि वो 160 वोट से हारा है. पर हमें पता चला कि वो 20% ऑफ टोटल वोट से आ रहा है. तो 20% ऑफ टोटल इज 160. तो 20 अपॉन 100 into x is equal to 160. So x का वैल्यू is 800. So the total number of votes are 800. I hope you got this. Okay, let's move on. So the digit at a, okay, this is a very important question. Please pay attention right now. Okay. So the digit at a units place of a two-digit number is increased by 100%, and the digit at the tens place of the same number is increased by 50%. The new number thus formed is 19 more than the original number. What is the original number? We can do that. Okay, so let the digits be xy. Unit digit y, tens digit x. So the number value is 10x plus 1. मतलब for example अगर तुम्हारा number है मान लो तुम्हारा नंबर है 35, तो 35 में ये 10x plus y क्यों आया है कि वैसे रिमाइंडर में xy क्या है, x3 है और y 5 है. तो x क्या है 30 है ना, it is not 3. So 10 into 3 is 30 plus 5, that is 30 plus 7 35. So just an example to give you basic understanding of x y to 10x plus y, because the value will be 10x plus y, no. The number is xy, value is 10x plus 5 because अगर for example 20 into 23 तुम्हारा number है, ठीक है, 3 is the unit place y, 2 is the x place. It is not 2 plus 3 5, no, the value is 20 plus 3, right? So the new number unit place is increased by 100%, मतलब double हो गया, तो y का value 2y हो गया. Tens place is increased by 50%, मतलब अगर 1 था तो 1.5 times हो गया, मतलब 1.5 times हो गया, so 1.5x हो गया. So the new number will be 10 into 1.5x plus 2y, which is 15x plus 2y. Simple. Now this new number is 19 more than the original number. New number is 19 more than the original number. मतलब ये 15x plus 2y है, is 19 more than 10x plus 5. So basically मैं ये new number में से 19 minus कर दूँगा तो original number आ जाएगा. So 15x plus 2y minus 19 is 10x plus 5. Now this question, when you solve it, 10x अगर यहाँ आ गया, 10x goes on the left hand side, 2y also goes on the left hand side, and minus 19 goes on the right hand side. So 15x minus 10x मतलब 5x, 2y minus y मतलब y, so 5x plus y, 19 हो जाएगा, minus 19 का plus 19 हो जाएगा, so 5x plus y is equal to 90. अब ये तुम नहीं सॉल्व कर सकते हो, there is nothing ahead. So what do you do is you इंजेक्ट ऑप्शंस फ्रॉम द क्वेश्चन. यहाँ पे तो ऑप्शन नहीं दिए हुए हैं, तो तुम क्या करोगे, हिट एंड ट्राई मेथड करोगे. तुम वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करते रहोगे जब तक तुमको आंसर नहीं आएगा. तो नाउ यू गेट टू वैल्यूज. एक वैल्यू है जहाँ पे x का वैल्यू 2 है और y का वैल्यू 9, तब ये इक्वेशन सही होता है. राइट, लेट्स सी. तो 5 into 2 10 plus 9, so 19 करेक्ट है ये इक्वेशन. ओके, दूसरा वैल्यू है जब x का वैल्यू 3 है और y का वैल्यू 4 है. So 5 into 3, 15 plus 4, which is 15 plus 4, 19. तो ये दो values है, which is 29 and 34. So the original numbers are either 29 or 34, क्योंकि ये इन दोनों में ही ये condition satisfy होता है. Okay, so let's verify. 29 में satisfy होता है ना? So 10 into 2 into 1.5. which is 30 plus 18 minus 19, which is equal to 48 minus 19. 29 बराबर हुआ. तो हमें क्या बोला था, 10 into 1.5x, 1.5x, x का वैल्यू 2, 1.5 into 2 मतलब 3, तो 10 into 3 30. plus 2 into 9. Y का value 9 है, so 2 into 9. So 18. So 30 plus 18. 30 plus 18 क्या होता है 48. अब इसमें से 19 माइनस करेंगे तो 29 आना चाहिए ना. 48 minus 19 कर आ जाएगा 29, मतलब ओरिजिनल नंबर आ गया. Okay. Okay, अभी 34 वेरीफाई करते हैं. So 10 into x 1.5x, x का value 3 है, so 10 into 3 into 1.5 मतलब 4.5 into 10 45. 2 into y, y का value 4 है, तो 2 into 4 8, so 45 plus 8. 45 plus 8 में से अगर 19 निकालेंगे 34 आना ही चाहिए. 53 minus 19 is going to give you 34. So which was the original number. Thus ये वेरीफाई करना कंपलसरी नहीं है, तुमको आंसर आ गया तो कंपलसरी नहीं है. आई एम वेरीफाइंग इट सो दैट यू गाइस क्लियरली अंडरस्टैंड कि दोनों आंसर है. ओके, so that is all for today for percentages part 1. I hope you've understood what we did today. Please make sure you study this well, and when we come back for part 2, you guys are thorough with part 1. Alright? So that is all for today. Have a great day, have a great night, do whatever you want to do, and all the best.
No. Okay. Hmm? One thing. అందిస్తున్నాను. No? Okay. Hmm. Hmm. తెలుసు. ఓకే. లేదు.
Hello, hi, what is up? Wow, I don't think anything will be up at this stage with the corona. Alright, so good morning to you guys, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever you guys and wherever you guys are watching this, greetings to you. So today what we're going to do is today we are diving right into the part 2 of percentages. I hope you're clear with part 1 of percentages. So today what I've done for you guys is I've got all kinds of varieties of questions that I could find for this chapter. Since this is an important chapter and you need to build a base of this, so as to build the base for all the other chapters, I have made sure that I have covered all the possible varieties that I could. And what I want from you guys is the commitment that you guys will go out the others and find out more new varieties of questions of this chapter and solve them on your own. And that's all. After this video, after this part 2, I assure that you will be thorough with all the easy level and medium level of questions of this chapter. Alright, so that is our goal for today. So let's move on. Alright. So to start with questions directly. Example 1. If 10% of an electricity bill is reduced, rupees 45 is still to be paid. So how much was the bill? So let's say कि electricity bill जो था उसमें से 10% reduce हो गया, फिर भी 45 रुपीज देना पड़ा. Original bill कितना था is what they were asked us. So basically x would be the amount of the bill. So x minus 10%, minus 10% मतलब minus 10x by 100 is equal to 45. So x minus x by 10 is equal to 45. तो x minus x by 10 is basically 10x minus x by 10 मतलब 9x by 10. वो 10 और x multiply हो जाएगा इसीलिए 9x by 10 is equal to 45. So 9x is equal to 450. So x is equal to 50. So the bill amount was 50. I hope this is clear. Alright, let's move on to the next question. The owner of a boutique decides to calculate the percentage of customers who purchase hats. If 40% of the store's customers decide to purchase items and of those customers, 15% purchase hats, what percent of the store's customers purchase hats? Okay, so hold on, pause the video, that is the question, try to solve this question on your own. So they said is कि उनको एक आदमी जिसका बुटीक है, he wants to find out कि कितना percent of the customer buys hats. उसको फिर बोला गया है कि जितने भी कस्टमर आते हैं उसमें से 40% में कुछ ना कुछ खरीदते हैं. उस 40% में फिर 15% ऐसे लोग हैं जो हैट्स खरीदते हैं. इनको फाइंड आउट करना है कि वो 15% टोटल कस्टमर का कितना है. Okay, so how do you get this? Let the total number of customers be 100x. So the number of customers who decide to purchase items is 40% of 100x, which is 40. So x लेके भी सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, 100 लेके भी सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, whatever. The number of customers who purchase hats will be 15% of 40x, which is equal to 6x. So the percentage of customers who purchase hats is basically 6x upon 100x into 100. 6x hats वाले 100x total customers, तो hats वाले upon total into 100. Basically 6%. Simple. I hope that is clear. Alright, let's move on to the next example. So we said that a scooter costs 25,000 when it is brand new. At the end of each year, its value is only 80% of what it was at the beginning of the year. What is the value of the scooter at the end of 3 years? तो उनको बोला कि 25,000 का स्कूटर है, साल के खत्म होने तक तो 25,000 का जो स्कूटर है वॉट वैल्यू ऑफ स्कूटर है उसका खाली 80% ही रह जाता है. उनको बताना है कि 3 साल के एंड में क्या वैल्यू होगा. तो स्कूटर कॉस्ट एट द एंड ऑफ फर्स्ट ईयर विल बी 25,000 का 80%, 20,000 का हो गया होगा स्कूटर. तो स्कूटर एट द एंड ऑफ सेकेंड ईयर तो 20,000 का भी 80% हो गया होगा, which is 16,000. अब स्कूटर कॉस्ट एट द एंड ऑफ थर्ड ईयर जो हमें ढूंढना है वो 16,000 का भी 80% हो गया होगा, which is 12,800. That is the answer. So the value of the scooter at the end of 3 years will be 12,800. Simple. Fair enough? Alright. So let's move on to the next question. I hope you've understood this. Okay, fourth example. A positive number is by mistake divided by 6 instead of being multiplied by 6. What is the percentage error? तो मतलब एक नंबर था उसको 6 से मल्टीप्लाई करना था लेकिन उन्होंने गलती से डिवाइड कर दिया. इसको फाइंड आउट कि एरर का परसेंट क्या है. What is error? Error is basically कि जो ढूंढना था और जो मिला उन दोनों में जो डिफरेंस है is the error ना, वो गलती से आ गया. That is the mistake. Mistake is the error. तो उनको ढूंढना है कि वो एरर का परसेंट क्या है. What is the percent error? Okay, let p be the positive number. मान लो कि वो नंबर p है. The actual value should have been 6p. मल्टीप्लाई होना चाहिए था 6p होना चाहिए था वो वैल्यू, लेकिन हुआ क्या वैल्यू 1/6p हो गया. एरर क्या होगा, ओरिजिनल वैल्यू माइनस जो वैल्यू बन गया है. Error is 6p minus 1/6p, which is basically 35/6p. ये कैसे आया 35/60? 6p minus 1/6p LCM लोगे तो ऊपर हो जाएगा 32 minus 1, which is equal to 35/. Okay, now for all those who are still wondering, ये 1/6p कैसे है? ये 1/6p is basically 1/6 into p. Alright, so this is basically p/6. P upon 6. यहाँ पे भी 6P minus 1 upon 6P minus 1 upon 6P is basically minus P upon 6. So ये 6 6 are 36. So 36P minus P upon 6. That is 35 upon 6P. मतलब 35 by 35P by. Alright, let's move on. So the percentage error is how much? Percentage error क्या होता है? Percentage error मतलब जो difference है upon जो original value होना चाहिए था into 100, 35P upon 6 upon 6P into 100. So that is 35P upon 36P. 6P 6 multiply हो जाएगा, so 35P upon 36P. ये इधर P फिर तो 35 upon 36 into 100, which is 97.22. 97.23 होता है approximation. 97.22% is the percentage error. I hope you have understood this. It's a pretty simple question. I am assuming you have understood this. Alright, let's move on. Fifth example. If the radius of a circle is diminished by 10%, then its area is diminished by how much? What is area? Area is pi square. So let the radius be 10. You can take x, you can take 10x, you can take 100x, you can take whatever you want to take. Alright? So I am assuming different values in different questions so that you know that assumptions can be done differently. हमने x लेके भी किया, हमने 100x लेके किया, अब हमने एक नंबर लेके किया. पहले सिर्फ एक वेरिएबल लिया था, फिर एक नंबर वेरिएबल दोनों लिया था, अब एक सिर्फ नंबर लेके किया था. So let's say radius भी x, तो एरिया क्या होगा 100 pi. This pi r square 10 का square is 100, so area will be 100 pi. अब the radius is diminished by 10%. Radius क्या हो जाएगा 10% of 10 मतलब 1. The reduced radius would be 9. 10 minus 1 9. एरिया क्या हो जाएगा पाई स्क्वायर मतलब 9 स्क्वायर into पाई, 81 into पाई. ओके, डिफरेंस क्या है दोनों में? रेडियस में डिफरेंस क्या है? 100 पाई सॉरी चेंज इन एरिया. एरिया कितना है? 100 पाई minus 18 पाई 81 पाई 91 19 पाई 1990. So this is change in radius and this is change in area. Okay, I have to correct this. Change in area is basically 100 pi जो तुम्हारा ओरिजिनल है minus 81 pi जो reduced area है which is 19 pi. उनको पूछा है कि the area is diminished by how much percent. So percentage change कितना होगा? 19 pi upon 100 pi into 100. 19 pi तो change है, 100 pi original value है into 100. So 5 pi fictus 100 also fictus. Basically 19%. Very simple. I hope you understood this. Alright, let's move on. Okay, very good question. Take your notebooks out. Try to solve this question on your own. Pinky promise it to Pinky swear. Try to solve this on your own, and only then play the video ahead. Pause the video right now. Pinky swear. Okay. So I am not going to pause and hold on. So I will continue. I hope you paused it and now you have come back to verify your solution. Let's discuss the question first. An empty fuel tank of a car was filled with A-type petrol. When the tank was half empty, it was filled with B-type petrol. Again, when the tank was half empty, it was filled with A-type petrol. When the tank was empty again, it was filled with B-type petrol. What is the percentage of A-type petrol at present in the tank? पहले उन्होंने बोला है कि एक टैंक है जिसमें A-type पेट्रोल है. जब वो आधा खाली हो जाता है उसमें B डाल देते हैं. अब फिर से जब आधा होता है तब A डाल देते हैं. फिर जब आधा होता है तब B डाल देते हैं. बस इतना. ठीक है. राइट, तुमको बताना है कि अभी ए टाइप का पेट्रोल टोटल टैंक में कितना है. So we'll solve this. Initially, let's assume कि 100 लीटर्स था. तो टाइप ए 100 लीटर्स था. आधा खत्म होने के बाद इसमें से आधा चला गया तो 50 बचा ए. अभी टाइप बी ऐड कर दिया उन्होंने 50. सेकेंड ऑपरेशन के बाद आधा वापस गया तो 50 जो दोनों में से हाफ हो जाएगा ना, बिकॉज द रेशियो इज 1:1. 1:1 का रेशियो है. दोनों का हाफ 25 जाए तो ये 50/2 और ये भी 50/2. अब ए में और हाफ ऐड हो जाएगा. ए टाइप पेट्रोल ऐड होगा हाफ. 50/2 25 प्लस 50 75 लीटर. और यहाँ पे उतना का उतना 25 ही रहेगा. 50/2 25. ओके, नाउ व्हाट आर दे इन द रेशियो? दे आर इन द रेशियो 3:1. तो अब जो पेट्रोल निकलेगा वो भी 3:1 के रेशियो में निकलेगा. करेक्ट. right? ऐसा होगा क्या? So now अब इसमें से जो हाफ हो जाएगा उसको 75/2 और यहाँ पे 25/2 plus 50 which is 62.5 meters. That is 37.5 meters. The required percentage is 37.5 upon 100 into 100, which is 37.5%. I hope that is clear. Right? So with that we come to an end, and I hope you have understood all of this. So that is all from today from my side. Try to solve these questions on your own and find new variety of such questions. Right? All the best. Have a great night, great day, whatever. Just all of it. Hello everyone, this is Steve Bayani, and today we are going to do averages chapter, and we are going to kick off with part 1 today. We are going to study the basics of this chapter today, all the concepts and everything, and this is one of the most important chapters for CAT as well as all the other competitive exams. The reason being that this chapter builds the base for all of your other chapters, as well as it also builds your base for DI as well as DS. Okay, so this is one of the most prominent chapters that you have to do, and it is one of the very fairly easy chapters. So I guess you won't have an issue here. Before starting, I hope you have a pen and a book with you. Please keep taking notes, and before we solve questions, just pause the video for a minute or two. Try to solve the question on your own, and only then resume the video forward. Alright, so let's jump into this chapter. Averages part 1. Average is this is the basic definition that you all studied in the 3rd and the 4th standard. That average is a very fairly simple and an effective way of representing an entire group by a simple value. Okay, so what do you mean by this? So average is something that represents the entire class, or it represents the entire population of the quantities that are given to you. Okay, so it is said that out of 10 quantities, you have to select one quantity which represents the entire population. That quantity is the average. Alright? So, and I guess this is a very easy topic, simple topic, because you have all studied this in the 3rd and the 4th standard. Alright, so let's start. The basic one formula for averages is sum of the given quantities upon total number of quantities. I hope you all know this, and it's a very fairly simple formula. Sum of the given quantities upon total number of quantities. Sum of quantities is denoted by T, and number of quantities is denoted by N. So sum of quantities is denoted by T upon N, where N represents the number of quantities. Okay, let's solve a few examples. The question is the average of first 9 prime numbers is what? Okay, so before starting with this question, I want you guys to know what prime numbers are. I hope you all know what prime numbers are. Prime numbers are those numbers which are only and only divisible by themselves and 1. Okay, and also before moving forward, do you know is whether 1 is a prime number or not? Just think about it. It is not, right? 1 is neither prime nor composite, and neither is 0. 0 and 1 are not prime numbers, right? So the first 9 prime numbers would be 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23. Correct? So these are the numbers, the 9 numbers, and you find out the average of these numbers. So what will you do? You will add all these numbers, the simple formula, addition of all of these upon total number of quantities. The total number is 9. So it is 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 11 plus 13 plus 17 plus 19 plus 23 divided by 9. Right?
Therefore, the addition of all of this is 100 upon 9. When you divide 100 by 9, what do you get when you divide 100 by 9? It is 11.12, or you can say 11.111. Very correct. So that is your average. I think this is a fairly simple question. I hope everybody has got this. Alright? Sure, let's move forward. So another example, read the question very carefully. This is a new type of question. It's a very basic question. Okay. There are three numbers. The first number is twice the second and thrice the third. So the first number is twice the second number, and the second